What's going on, people? I haven't been back for a video for a couple of weeks, so I felt like I wanted to do a new video. The topic of this video is really my opinion about R&B music. You know, recently Tyrese has been promoting the hell out of his album called Black Rose, and he has been calling out people, and he's been saying, you know, he's saying that he's bringing R&B back. But before I even go there, I'm gonna just explain. So Tamar went on the Angie Martinez show, and she said that she had a problem with Rihanna getting nominated in R&B categories. And now you had the Rihanna stands like really going at her and going off on her. So I had to also make sure I did a little research, because I know that they're going to try to come for you. But once you give them the facts, hey, they're probably going to come for you anyway, which I don't care because it's my opinion. But at the end of the day, Tamar was right for what she said. And Tyrese is actually right for what he said. But I'm going to start with the first. That's Jasmine Sullivan, an R&B artist that made amazing album called Reality Show, and nobody is really talking about. I just remember when R&B albums used to last for like a year and a half. Some of them will go on 4 and 5 singles by that time, but now a single, you got people that can't even get past the first single. It's just so sad, and it's sad. But my opinion about R&B music, I feel like R&B music is not dead. I feel like we have real R&B artists, speaking of Jasmine Sullivan, and we have Melody Fiona, and we have Eric Robinson, and we have Raheem Devon, and we have Anthony Hamilton, and we have Jill Scott, and we have, you know, people making real R&B that's just not getting the respect that they deserve, because R&B is not as mainstream as it is. But what really bothers me is that we have artists like Ed Sheeran and Justin Timberlake and Sam Smith that is making black music, but is getting introduced to, and they're getting promoted to the mainstream America, which I'm saying is white. And I feel as though with people like Billboard and magazines like this calling Sam Smith the new king of soul, that really pissed me off, because I feel like we have artists like this new artist that I told y'all is my favorite artist. His name is Leon Bridges. That guy is bringing soul music back to where we had the Sam Cooke and the Otis Redding and the B.B. King and the Chuck Willis and things like that, when R&B was R&B and it was real. And I feel like he makes the same music as Sam Smith, but he doesn't get the same respect. That just shows, and a lot of people say it's white privilege. And I mean, a lot of people might not like that, but it is the truth. We can all go way back to when it was Elvis, and he was doing the same thing that James Brown and Little Richard and a lot of them that was doing back in the 50s and the 50s, and he did it and made it his own, and they called him the king. But he was really doing black music, but they were introducing it to the mainstream America. So it goes back from there, when, like in the part on Dreamgirls, where there was the part when they made the Cadillac Car by Jimmy Early, and he made Cadillac Car, and then on American Bandstand, you had this white group making it, and they made the song, and it got more popular than Jimmy Early's version. It's just been happening, but now it's really getting exposed. And what I feel like Leon Bridges made the same type of album that Sam Smith made. The only thing I can say, Sam Smith made an album about him being hurt, but it still had the undertones of an album like Leon Bridges made, and Leon Bridges is getting no respect, and his Coming Home album is amazing, just as good as In the Lonely Hour by Sam Smith. But Sam Smith is getting all the respect and all the love and getting Best New Artist at the BET Awards and things like that, and he's winning Grammys. Not saying that he had a bad album. I am not saying that he had a bad album, but that kind of album is made throughout, you know, black artists. Like I said, Leon Bridges. Another one, Justin Timberlake made 2020 Experience, which I love that album. It was my favorite album of 2013. Clearly, he was inspired by Off the Wall and all that good stuff. Great album, Timbaland, great production. The production made the album. Because let's be real, Justin Timberlake is not the best singer, but he's a great entertainer. But the production of that album made that album what it was. And what bothers me, his album sold and it went through the roof. But you had somebody like Tank that made his album stronger, which I think was a great album as well. Kind of the same way that Justin Timberlake made his, but he got no love. Got no love from black stations, got no love from, you know, mainstream America. When you got stations like Power 105 and you got stations like Hot 97 that's interviewing our artists, like Melly Fiona. They interviewed her. Now, I was home, and I'm from New York and New Jersey, and I went home, and they interviewed Melly Fiona, and they played her song one time, Bite the Bullet. I love that song. It's an R&B record. Y'all put her on, and y'all did an interview with her, but you played her song one time while she was there. I was home and had it on Hot 97 because I realized, you know, Hot 97 gives you the essence of what the real hip-hop, and they said it used to be Hot 97 where hip-hop and R&B lives. That's what it used to be. And I'm like, okay, when are they going to play Melly Fiona? I was home for 3 days, and I did not hear her on there at all. So it kind of bothered me when Tyrese only called out stations like, what is it, the Elvis Duran and the Z Morning Zoo. Like, I agree with what he said because I agree. Mary was on there promoting the London sessions, and they were saying how great the album was and how magnificent the album was, and she's going to get a Grammy for it. But they don't play her music. But you interview her. So, but I'm saying the same thing with Hot 97. Mary went on there and promoted the London sessions. Talked to Ebro in the morning. She talked to Ebro, talked to him. They didn't play her record. But you can call out one, but don't call out the other. Like, I respect what you're doing, Tyrese, and I understand where you're going with it because I feel that R&B should get respect, what it should be. And like he said, artists that's making, you know, R&B music like Sam Smith and Justin Timberlake, they get all the mainstream America loving their music, but you have him that's making the same type of album that Sam Smith or Justin Timberlake or Ed Sheeran is making, and he doesn't get any love. That's also coming from the labels as well. It's just R&B has really been decreased. But when people say that R&B is died, that bothers me because that just shows me that you're not looking for R&B. You're just saying it's dying because it's not mainstream anymore. It's not what it used to be back in the 90s and the early 2000s where R&B was kind of running radio. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel as though that, you know, we have people like Jasmine Sullivan, like I said, that came out with a great album. We have Tamia that just came out with an album last year. It seems like that album came and then it went. I love the album. Love Life is a great R&B album. Her first single was called Sandwich and a Soda. That's as ratchet as Tamia can get with a title called Sandwich and Soda. And it still didn't get any play. She went on Power 105. They did not play the record. It just shows that even that y'all interview our stars, our R&B stars, you still don't play the music. I'm a little confused. I am a little confused. Y'all big them up. Y'all say the album is great, but then you don't play it. I understand it's about the sponsors and what people want to hear, but don't go on and say you're making that real R&B music and talking about it when you're interviewing our R&B artists, but they're not going to play it. Like, that's just my opinion. Like, come on, Ebro. You know what R&B was about back in the 90s. You wrote for some. You was with Brian Alexander Morgan, and you was with him, and you wrote a lot of stuff. Like, you know about the stuff with, you know, he wrote for Usher, and you was there when songs like SWV. You've been around, so you know what R&B sounds like. So you were the director. I don't know if you in anymore. I know for a fact that you know that we have R&B and R&B just not dying. Y'all just not playing them. And sponsors clearly don't hear that. But I want a radio DJ to go out and start and you know, start playing R&B records. Let people understand that there's more to R&B except Chris Brown and Trey Songz and August Alsina and K. Michelle. Even though K. Michelle is actually doing that real R&B, I respect that. But those are the only, that's what everybody considering R&B these days. Because the way August got on was he did his I Love This Shit, and he had on Trinidad James. That got him on. It sucks that a record like this was able to get him on as an R&B singer. It's like you gotta have a rapper on it. It's sad. It's really sad, and it pisses me off. And you know, Tyrese, you know, as much as I respect what you're doing, I would have wanted you to call out more people. Your article and what I read on, you know, social media was on point. You talked about it. You said Justin, and you said, you know, Sam Smith. These guys are making R&B type of music, but they're getting, you know, love from mainstream America, like they are the ones bringing R&B back, and we're making the same stuff, and we're not getting respect. I get it. I totally understand. But if you're going to call out Elvis Duran and the Z Morning Zoo, you better call out Hot 97. You've been on there. Have they played Shame? Have they played Shame on Hot 97? Since you left, have they played it on Power 105? And you've been on there. Like, it bugs me out. And it sucks that we don't have stations in New York. Because I remember in New York, we had Hot 97 where they play hip-hop and they play R&B. We had Power 105.1 where it used to be oldies before it turned to the new school. Then we had 98.7 KISS, the legendary 98.7. That was strictly today's R&B and classic soul, so they played that. And then we had BLS that played, WBLS that played R&B, you know, soul. They played some hip-hop, but it was mainly an R&B station. When we lost KISS, it was like, what happened? It was just like, it was just like, what happened? When they turned that into a sports section, that just told you where R&B was going. It's sad, and it really hurts me as an R&B fan, and I love R&B, and that's my favorite genre. And I just feel like you know, my genre is just not getting the respect that it deserves with labels. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks, and it hurts my feelings that we have these great, great R&B artists, and they got to go the extra mile to get recognition. Like, Tyrese is going through all the stops. All the stops. He is going on a bus. He's singing on a train. He is doing everything in his power to get his album out there. And it actually benefited him because his album debuted at #1 and all that good stuff. But where is it going to go after that? After you've done all that, you got to continue to keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Sam Smith came out with Stay With Me. You know, it got a little buzz, and then, you know, he threw Mary on it for the remix, the Dog Child remix, even though it got nominated for the Dog Child remix at the Grammys, and Mary's on the Dog Child remix, but she didn't get the award for being featured on it. That bugged me out too, but I'm going to go there. But after radio started playing, I was like, oh my God, Sam Smith, this new guy, he's bringing that soul, this is what we need, and da-da-da-da. And I'm looking like, wait a minute. We still got Raheem Devon. We still got Jaheim. We still got, you know, Anthony Hamilton. They make soul music. So I don't understand where they mean with he's bringing back that soul music that we've been missing. The music is there. We have artists that's still doing it. That's why I'm so happy that John Legend snuck through there. It took forever for all of me to get on, but finally when it did, it shot through the roof. It's sad that we got to get one to get in there. It was John Legend that got in there. You know what I'm saying? And it's annoying. But I want my R&B artists to keep doing what you're doing. When your record is not selling, keep promoting it. Don't stop. That's why another reason why I'm respecting Faith Evans. Faith Evans is still promoting the heck out of her album. Is it Incomparable? I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Faith, because I like the album. I enjoy it. A lot of people don't even know. When she was on Love and Hip Hop for an episode talking to Stevie J, and it was a song she was playing that them two did, people was like, oh my God, I didn't know Faith had an album. Faith went into promoting more, and that's what you do. Do not give up on an album. There's so many people that have given up on albums, and it bothers me. Like, one in particular, Miss Kelly Price. All the drama that you went through on R&B Divas, you brought a great album and Sing, Pray, Love. That album was straight R&B. You was singing, you was doing your thing. But you promoted it and then no more. We didn't hear any more from it. I was like, what happened? You got too many artists. Another one. I'm trying to think. Oh God, I'm coming off the top. I'm sorry, y'all. But I can't think about it right now. But people forget about albums. Don't forget about it. Keep promoting it. Keep promoting. You see what happened to John Legend. When it catches, it will catch. And please do not let this world understand that R&B is not dead. R&B and soul is really part of every music, every genre of music. You gotta have soul to do what you love. And at the end of the day, soul music is not dead. I want people to understand that. Don't say soul music is dead or, you know, you a flop. No. I hate when people in social media were so quick to say R&B is dead and it's flopping and all this. It might be flopping, but it ain't dead because we clearly have so many R&B artists that's doing R&B music. So keep the R&B alive, y'all. Keep doing, please. As a fan of R&B, I love R&B music, and I just hate the fact that everybody thinks it's dead. It is not dead. So Tyrese, I respect what you're doing, but for you to say bringing R&B back, I'm not happy with that because R&B ain't dead. And you have a little bit of a broader audience because you are a movie star. So you have people that love you in movies that's going to buy you. You don't have somebody like Raheem DeVaughn that's doing R&B music. He don't have a broader audience like that. So for you to come in and say you are bringing R&B back, no. I respect what you're doing, but please, keep doing your thing though. Black Roses is a good album. Y'all go pick it up. Support R&B music. Support R&B music. Now y'all hear Tamar in the back. That girl was singing on this record. If I Don't Have You, the girl singing on this record. She was on Angie Martinez, and she said that she had a problem with Rihanna winning at the Grammys with the R&B category. Now, I agree with you, Tamar. I agree with you. But I had to do my research. She won for Best Contemporary Album, Urban Contemporary. Rihanna is urban. Contemporary, quote unquote, is the truth. I understand that. But Rihanna stands. Rihanna has won R&B categories, soul and R&B categories at the American Music Awards. She has won for soul and R&B. Rihanna is not soul and R&B. I don't care what any of you say, and I am a soul lover. Rihanna has not been an R&B artist since 2005 when she came out with Pon de Replay. Now, don't get me wrong. She has R&B type of songs on albums. She's not stupid. Like, Music of the Sun was a straight reggae type of R&B kind of vibe. So, Good Girl, A Girl Like Me, she still had that you know, R&B-ish reggae kind of vibe, but she had a pop joints like SOS and all that. And Unfaithful does have that undertone of an R&B song, but it's popish, but it has that R&B undertone, so I can understand that. Once Rihanna she did Good Girl Gone Bad, and she had Umbrella, but then she did Shut Up and Drive, and did, you know, I Hate How Much I Love You with Neo was an R&B vibe. Right. But I say Rihanna is a pop artist. She appeals to the pop world. That's all Tamar was trying to say to the Rihanna fans. They quick to say the girl was jealous, she was bitter, and she was pissed, and she was, you know, bitter and mad she didn't win any awards. No. What she's trying to say is R&B is rhythm and blues. Rihanna don't make rhythm and blues records. That's all Tamar was saying, and I agree with her. Another thing, We're going to talk about people winning awards. Let's go back to Justin. This is the problem that I had with the Grammys, with the American Music Awards, because I did my research, because I was going to do this video yesterday because I was pissed off, but I did my research. We're going to start with the American Music Awards. Justin had the best-selling album of 2013, right? So at the American Music Awards, don't you think he should have won for the best pop rock album? And and you're gonna put him in the R&B pop, R&B soul album. You put him in that category as well. Fine, which is understandable because his album is R&B. For real, it is. He didn't win for best pop rock album, but had the best-selling album of 2013. But he wins the best R&B. I'm confused, American Music Awards, because we can go back to 2008, and Alicia Keys had As I Am, and she won for the best pop rock album, and she won for the best R&B soul category. Why couldn't Justin win for both? Y'all let him win for R&B, but you didn't let him win for pop. But pop, he had the best-selling album. I'm confused, American Music Awards. Help me out here. Another thing, the Grammys, which the Grammys don't need to solidify R&B music, but let's just be real with the situation. Justin got nominated for Best Pop Vocal Album with the 2020 Experience, but then got nominated for Best R&B Song, Push Your Lover Girl, in the R&B category. I am confused. I'm really confused because, first of all, that song wasn't even played on R&B stations, so why was that song in the category for R&B? You let Justin win that, but you didn't let him win past the best pop album. But he was in the category with Bruno Mars and all that. You didn't let him win that, but you let him win for best R&B song that wasn't played on the radio. This is the stuff that I'm talking about that the Grammys and the American Musical and the public try to do. They try to think we stupid. People not stupid. That's why they trying to dumb R&B down, and I don't like that because Justin should have not won for best R&B song. I'm sorry. You had Anthony Hamilton in that category. You had Ledisi in that category. You had Tamar in that category. You had Jennifer Hudson in that category, and you had Justin Timberlake. And out of those 5, you gave it to Justin Timberlake. I'm really confused. I'm really, really confused. So, which shows me with Rihanna, y'all just throw her in that category because she's black. Because Rihanna don't make music that appeals to the R&B crowd. I don't know what R&B fan is going to buy a Rihanna album to get soul and that R&B vibe from. The only soulful album that I got from Rihanna would be Rated R, because she went through what she went through with Chris Brown, so you felt her on every song. That's what soul is, when you feeling somebody on a record. Loud was a pop album. Period. With Unapologetic, that album had some R&B songs on there. Don't get me wrong. You had Diamonds that had the R&B kind of undertone. You had Stay that had the R&B kind of vibe going. Of course, Pour It Up was, I'm not even going to call that an R&B song but they wouldn't play that on pop radio though. You know what to send to pop radio and you know what not to. And in the 90s, it didn't care. You can be as R&B. That's why I was discussing with my mom. We had so many R&B groups back then because you didn't have to get no gimmick with R&B. You just sang. And as long as you can sing, you got the respect. There was no... It seemed like R&B, the only females that's running it in R&B music to the world is Beyonce, Rihanna. It's it. You don't hear... Beyonce can sing. She can sing. So at least they got somebody that can sing. Rihanna, I'm sorry, the girl, she has, is she a great singer? No. So I don't understand how the American Music Awards and the Grammys can put Rihanna in an R&B/soul category. She won for Loud in the R&B category, which I don't understand. That album was not an R&B album at all. So I don't understand why was she put in that category. It just shows she's put in that category because she was black. Period. Then, going back to the Grammys again, this when I knew that Beyonce wasn't going to win Album of the Year at the Grammys. I knew when they let her win for Best R&B Performance, I knew, I said that's the, and this award was actually televised on the live showing. I knew, because most of the time, those R&B performances and all that is during the precast. We never get that. Ask Beyonce, when she won for Best R&B Song, she Best R&B Vocal, and all that. She got that during the precast. That's when I knew that Beyonce wasn't going to win Album of the Year. But they put her in that category. Do I think she should have won? Absolutely. Absolutely, I think Beyonce should have won Best Album of the Year. I agree with everybody. But that just shows that they are not letting R&B or anybody win. The last person, I'm trying to think of the Grammys that won Album of the Year that was black. Was Outkast? And we all know he won for Hey Ya, because Hey Ya was a pop record. That was not an R&B record at all. Pop record, it crushed pop radio. It was playing on rock stations, all that. That's why that won Album of the Year. I remember Lauryn Hill, from The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. She won for Album of the Year, a hip-hop album. The girl had no pop songs on there at all. They let us through, but they don't let a lot of us through. You know what I'm saying? Like, which I didn't understand was John Legend had All of Me, which was an R&B record, and it crossed over the pop world. But he wasn't nominated in the Record of the Year. You just gotta, the media and everybody thinks we're stupid, y'all. And what bothers me is these people try to come down on Tamar and saying she was jealous. She is absolutely right. There is just some people that should not get nominated in R&B category, and Rihanna is one of them. She is a pop artist. Put her with Katy Perry and put her with Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga claims she is a pop artist. She's a pop star. That is what Rihanna is. She is not an R&B artist at all. I don't care what nobody said. At all. She is not an R&B artist. She is a pop artist. So to nominate her in an R&B category is disrespectful to R&B lovers and soul lovers like myself. Because she should not be there. And that's just my opinion about it. But like I said, I agree with Tyrese on this, is the fact that I agree with him that Sam Smith and Ed Sheeran and Justin Timberlake would get, they make R&B music, but they promote it to a pop world. And then it's like, oh my God, they are the new kings. This is what R&B is. It's like, wait a minute. Are you serious right now? For Sam Smith? Don't get me wrong, his album is not bad, but Sam Smith is the king, is the new king. Come on, Billboard, y'all is tripping. We still have real R&B fans. And if you want the king, we got, like I said, Leon Bridges. Y'all not talking about him like that, Billboard. Y'all not talking about, oh my God, he's bringing that old Sam Cooke back, but y'all give that to Sam Smith? I'm a little confused, and it really hurts as an R&B fan, and that's why it shows where people say R&B is dying. It's things like this. And y'all wonder why race is thrown into it all the time, and people are so ready to throw in race. And in this case, you have to. It's more white privilege that's getting more of the R&B world. And labels know what they're doing. You see how Justin Timberlake's first song off of 2020 was Suit and Tie. Who was on it? Jay-Z. So you get that urban world, and then he got the mainstream world that loves Justin Timberlake that will buy his music, and you got, boom. Then it's like, oh my God, Justin Timberlake, oh my God. And it sells and sells and sells. But then you got somebody like Tank that made a song called You're My Star. Still kind of flavor like a Justin Timberland kind of production, because Ninth Wonder did it, and it gives you that vibe, and he got no love. It got so much love on R&B, but it couldn't cross over the pop. But Justin did the same thing, but it crossed over. And that's what bothers me. That's what bothers me, y'all. And I mean, I ran. I had this in my heart. I wanted to say, you know, I had to, you know, respect Tyrese and what he said. But if you're going to call out the whites, you need to call out the blacks as well. Tamar was just saying that Rihanna is not an R&B artist. She is a pop artist. So why are y'all nominating her in R&B categories? That's all she was saying. She wasn't throwing no shade. But, you know, Tamar kind of put that on herself. But she was not dissing Rihanna. Rihanna is a pop artist. It's the truth. And it is what it is. So I rant on, gave y'all rant. Y'all see how much I love R&B music. I kind of got a little bit loud a little bit. But I want to end this. I want to give my brother Results a shout out, man. He has a song, y'all. Go check it out on SoundCloud. I will put everything in the more info box. He has a song called Not a Day Go By. It's inspirational, y'all. It's hip-hop with a message. It still got that beat that, you know, kind of make you want to bounce a little bit, but it got a message. And, y'all, this is what we've been not missing, because I just said that about Tyrese. But this is a song where it's so inspirational. He's talking about something. You understand what he's saying, and it's off a great beat. I want y'all to check it out. I'm going to play a little bit of it so y'all can understand. This is dope. Check them out. I'm going to put all this info in the more info box. Shout out to the True E family. Of course, the Bass family, of course. True E, you know, it's all love. And I'm going to give y'all a little sample of it. I didn't want that part to play. Alright, y'all, I'm out on that note. Peace.